When we were young and carefree, we did spend a fair amount of our own income. We sort of
Within reason, though.
Yeah. We just sort of got together one day and we thought, right, well, we're getting married. We need to save for that, obviously. We need to save for a house.
We had to think long term. These were our goals. You know, we wanted to have the wedding that we wanted, and we did want to get into the property market. So we just had to keep focused, even though there were other lovely materialistic distractions around us. So.
Yeah, we're certainly never the richest of family, but a family's growing up, but always had clothes on our back and food on the table, and we're always happy that way. We just wanted to make sure that we could provide the same sort of security for our children as well.
Because of Simon's job, we wanted to make sure that we were sort of in a local area close to work for him in case of call-outs, etc. So we sort of narrowed our search, and then we found this place, and it was going extremely cheaply, but there were some very big reasons why it was going so cheap as well. So
I just happened to answer one of those telephone questionnaires one day, and it was talking about retirement, I guess, or investing, or making sure that we were sort of right financially, which then led to SurePlan contacting us.
that phone call just seemed to come at the right moment for us. That was our turning point, really, wasn't it? Yeah. The first thing that they did was they said they could restructure our mortgage in a particular way that would knock about 7 years off our mortgage life, and we were quite flabbergasted at that. We were quite shocked at the money we would potentially be saving through just one simple restructure, actually. They did it in a way to make sure that it wouldn't put us in financial strife, to make sure that it was affordable for us, and to make sure that it was a long-term investment that we both felt comfortable with, and it was the direction that we both wanted to go in as well.
Part of SurePlan's overall goal for us, though, wasn't so much to get our house paid off, it was to be able to retire and not have to rely on the government for any superannuation payments. Nobody's really sure about the future of that. Part of the idea is that if we can make sure that we're going to be self-sufficient in the future, then we're going to have a happier retirement, not having to live from week to week.
I think one experience that really stands out for me, so I was on my own, Simon was away, and it was the last day of term, and I'd logged on to banking thinking, right, the new mortgage should be set up, ready to go. And then I got a phone call from Simon saying, oh honey, there's a big whoopsie. At that time I was tired, he was away, it was sort of the straw that broke the camel's back. But I rang SurePlan at some crazy hour of the morning, and a lovely receptionist answered between tears. I explained what the situation was, and she said, don't worry about it. I will get the first person who walks through the door, we will be onto it. And I think by 10:30 that morning I'd had about 10 or 15 phone calls from various people at SurePlan going, it was a massive error on the bank's behalf, but we're getting it sorted for you, don't worry. For me it meant we were more than just a client, we were actually people, and they cared about us, and the services that we employ were there, and they had our backs the whole way. So.
Well, yeah, we have just recently been in touch with SurePlan again after we've paid off our house, and we're sort of asking SurePlan, hey, what do we do now? They've advised us that we could probably look to expand our rental portfolio if that's what we're interested in. If we had a higher risk appetite, they'd potentially say go towards shares and things. So right now they are looking potentially for the next property for us to kind of see where we can go and what we can achieve. There was a discussion that if we paid off our house, I believe it was Gareth. Gareth said he would come around and cook us dinner. So we're currently waiting for a time for him to come around and and see what he's going to cook for us.